Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Chris Captures back once again, and this is part 2 of 3 of my entire comic book collection. This is going through all of my single issues, whereas last year I went through all of my trade paperbacks. Please like the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel. All the help in the world would be so cool. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of my collection and what your favourite book from this collection is. In part 1 we covered all of my newer purchases. This one is a lot of my ongoing series and stuff that I've picked up from Comic Cons and different comic book conventions and stuff like that. And the third part, which you'll see hopefully within the next week, will be all of my original comic books from when I first really started collecting, and lots of ongoing series and variant arts and stuff like that. I just want to apologise up top as well for this being 3 videos. I thought it was going to be one kind of long video, and then as I was recording it I was like, I might have to split it into 2 videos, and then realised I've got 3 long boxes, why not just do 3 videos, 1 per long box? It makes it a bit more digestible, because I didn't realise that I have maybe 750 to 1,000 books, and that made me reevaluate some life decisions. So with all that being said, it's time to jump into the actual video. Like I said, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the end of the video. I'm on to box number 2 now. It's just down here. These next 2 boxes are actually full. That last one wasn't quite full, even though it had loads of comic books in. These ones are actually full. Speaking of new purchases, this is Eternals The Heretic issue 1. I made the mistake of going to my local travelling man on payday, and they had this, and I had just heard quite a bit about it. This is, I think, Thanos' granddad, and apparently one of the strongest Eternals in history, so I was like, who knows where that goes in the future. I want this. Also, pretty cool cover of Thanos getting his ass handed to him by Grandpappy. On to box dos. Oh, there's some good stuff in here. There is some good stuff. There's a lot of Comic Con finds in here. So, continuing the trend of loving Green Lantern. Green Lantern Emerald Twilight issue 1, issue 2, and issue 3. My beautiful fiance bought me these years ago at Comic Con for my birthday before COVID, so it wasn't just a couple of years ago, it was quite a few years ago. We went around, picked them all up, and we managed to get a good deal on all of them. I think we actually got these 2 separately, and I got issue 3 from another place. They were trying to hike it up because they were like, oh no, Kyle Rayner's going to be in a movie soon. It's like, I sexted out on that one, chief. So managed to haggle him down and managed to get all 3 of them. That is just an iconic issue. This is the first comic book series I believe I actually read in full. My mate lent me the trade paperback of Emerald Twilight, and I believe he gave me Green Lantern Rebirth as well, I believe, and explained to me the stuff in between that happened. That is kind of how I got into comic books. That's why I love Green Lantern and Hal Jordan so much. Also, Swamp Thing issue 3. This is from 1973, I believe, the original Swamp Thing run by Alan Moore. This is beat up to all hell, but we managed to get it at a decent price. But I really, really love Alan Moore and Swamp Thing, and this was issue 3 of the original run. You can't find this anywhere. That Abby Arcane on the front as well with him. It says 1973 down here, so it's not a modern book. I think it's, is that Golden Age then, or is that Silver Age? I couldn't leave that in a box just to go home with someone again. Okay, these books I got when I was a teenager. I'd have my local store put them away for me, and I'll go pick them up like once a month. We got Avengers Origin miniseries, and I managed to get all the issues. I believe I got all of them. Anyway, retelling the original story, the original origin of the Avengers. We got 1, 3, 4, 5. Don't know where the hell 2's gone then. This is X-Force, Sex and Violence. Ooh, getting smutty. 1, 2, and 3. You got Wolverine and Domino doing some questionable things on the cover of a comic book, and they sold this to a 12-year-old or a 13-year-old, however old I was when this came out. Yeah, they shouldn't have been selling these to me, but I got them. That got me very interested in the X-Force for a little bit, but no reason. Yep, no matter. It literally starts with, I think, Domino spitting out her teeth. Very gritty. We love that. New Titans, issue 100. This was meant to be the wedding of Dick Grayson and Starfire. Got the Flash appearing in this as well. I love the Teen Titans. And also, when I was in a shop on holiday a couple of years ago, they just had 2 wedding issues, so I thought, I mean, why the hell not? So this is the wedding of Scott Summers and Jean Grey in X-Men issue 30. Why the hell not? Phoenix Resurrection, it's got one of those lithographic covers where Marvel was doing them a couple of years ago with the Legacy. Got Avengers No Surrender, so this is Legacy issue 675. I couldn't figure out numbers for a second there. 3D! That's part 1. One of these got really important for the Immortal Hulk, but I don't think I had that issue. I think I just got the lithograph one. Death of Wolverine, Life After Logan. Wow, this is a throwback. This was after the Death of Wolverine. Why I picked this one up, but I did. I've got all of Death of Wolverine somewhere else coming up. Another lithographic cover, we got Marvel Legacy issue 1. This is where they were tying in all their legacy heroes with the original version. Oh, one of my favourite series coming up here, which I don't think I actually ever finished collecting because the price has skyrocketed when I was trying to get it. Avengers, Children's Crusade issue 1 of 9. I loved the Young Avengers when this was coming out, and I love Scarlet Witch. So this was just the perfect book for me at the time. I think I had 1, 2, and 3. Speaking of which, 2 and 3 back when they were releasing, and then I didn't end up getting the rest. And then when I tried to collect the rest was just after Elizabeth Olsen was cast in the role, I believe, and this book went up through the roof for a little bit. So teenage me could not afford it, so there you have it. Oh, this might get a little bit mixy with the order of things, but Amazing Spider-Man issue 16.1. For some reason, 16.1. We got some cool issues going up here. What order am I going in? I'm going backwards in the order. This is why things are getting mixy. Amazing Spider-Man issue 3, and for some reason, Edge of the Spider-Verse issue 1 is in there. That is the Spider-Man Noir issue, and Amazing Spider-Man issue 3. I think this was the first tease of Cindy Moon. Amazing Spider-Man issue 5. And Amazing Spider-Man issue 6. If you're wondering where issue 4 is, click the link up in the top corner and you will find out where issue 4 is. Issue 8, issue 7. So this is where all the Spider-Verse stuff started happening. Who knew it was going to blow up the way it did with all those characters, but it bloody well did. So Amazing Spider-Man issue 9, which is Spider-Verse part 1 proper, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5. So this is now issue 13. There is issue 15. Where the heck did issue 14 go? I've got it. I do have it somewhere. So issue 15. This is the epilogue for the Spider-Verse. There is 16. Goodness knows where 14 has gone at the moment. Also, really cool classic horror throwback for this cover. We've got a load of Flash coming up. This was when I had disposable income and I was able to keep up to date weekly with books instead of having to get trade paperbacks. We've got Flash. Oh no. We've got Blue Beetle Rebirth issue 1. Deathstroke Rebirth issue 1. Hellblazer Rebirth issue 1. Flash issue 5. I was collecting the Flash weekly at this point, so you're going to see a lot of Flash issues now, and apparently not in order. So I apologise, I'm going to have to go through all this stuff. 14, 15 here. 15, 14. Guessing 13 and 12 are in here. 12. Yep, there is 13. We're fighting against, it looks like there's going to be Weather the Wizards and all that sort of stuff in this one. Oh no, it's just a Christmas issue. Reverse Flash, Negative Speed Force taking over. The Speed of Darkness. 16. No, we're just completely out of order. 17. So I think I picked up every issue 1 of the Rebirth titles. We've got Superwoman, we've got Red Hood and the Outlaws, and there is Deathstroke Rebirth. So they did the Rebirth title, which was a 1 of 1, and then they started the series proper, which is the Deathstroke issue 1 that you saw a minute ago. They did that for a lot of their titles. Just to make it confusing for people trying to collect the introduction into Rebirth, which was meant to be a reboot, and they just made it still complicated to get into it. Okay, so we got some more Flash. We got issue 10 and 11 there. We've got, I'm going to guess, yep, 9. Classic throwback cover to Flash of Two Worlds. Issue 8. So this is the introduction of Godspeed. We have issue 6 and behind it 7. Really cool covers. Godspeed was a pretty cool villain when he was introduced. They've kind of not done much with him since then. We've got Captain Marvel issue 1 variant edition. Love that cover. That artwork is absolutely incredible. We got Teen Titans issue 19. I think this was the beginning of the romance between Wally West and Wonder Girl, and I'm a massive Wally West fan, and I love Titans, as you've already heard. So I think that was the only reason I picked that up. I've got Riverdale comic book from Archie Comic Books issue 8 and another one of issue 8 with Betty and Veronica on. Don't ask questions. Nightwing New Order issue 4 of 6. Issue 5 of 6. Not issue 6 of 6. We've got Oblivion Song issue 1. Because when Robert Kirkman puts out a new series, you get issue 1 just in case. Just in case The Walking Dead happens again. Batman and Wonder Woman, The Brave and the Beyond, issue 2 of a 6-part miniseries. Let's hope there's more of that in here, otherwise it seems a bit pointless. This is when I had too much disposable income and a shop literally walking distance started selling comic books. Spirits of Vengeance, issue 1. This is a crossover between a lot of like the Marvel Knights characters. Mystic U. Raven, Daughter of Darkness, issue 1. It's a 12-part miniseries. Don't think I ended up getting all 12. That might be a common thread that you see here. Okay, we got some more Flash, because apparently nothing is in order anymore. Brilliant. We've got issue 4, issue 3, issue 2 of Rebirth. That number 2 issue. That's a really cool cover. I don't know if the colours are coming out through on the video properly, but that teal and pink combo is poppin'. That is DC Nation issue 0. I apparently got that for free when I was buying stuff. Batman and Wonder Woman Brave and the Bold issue 4. Sorry, that is Wonder Woman. The Dark Gods Part 1 issue 46. Don't know why I got that issue, I'll be honest with you. I don't know what was happening at the time. Flash Rebirth issue 47. We have just jumped a load of issues, but this is the start of the Flashpoint War, I think. Also, cool cover with Wally and Barry fighting on the cover. Nightwing New Order issue 1 and issue 2. So we did get more of that. I don't know if we've seen all of the issues there or not, or whether I'm missing issue 3 maybe. I don't remember seeing. I cannot even tell you if I've fully read that series. Nightwing's my favourite character, so I had to get it. This is, bam, Harley and Ivy meet Betty and Veronica. Weird crossover, thought I'd grab it. Jean Grey, issue 1. She had her own series for a small amount of time. Love Jean Grey, thought I'd grab it. Secret Empire, issue 1. Hydra Cap. Need I say more? Let me clear some space because this is important. This is the first full run of comic books I ever bought for myself. They are beaten up. I've read them a million times. I love them. They've been on multiple holidays with me. Secret Invasion. This was the first one that I went weekly to my comic book store and picked up. Look, the corners are dog-eared and everything from just being read so often. Issue 1, issue 2, issue 3, issue 4, issue 5, iconic cover, issue 6, issue 7, and finally issue 8. This is what got me hooked on buying comic books, single issues, and reading them. Such a cool event, just literally tipping everything that we know about the Marvel Universe on its head. Just when that first issue dropped, nobody was safe in the MCU anymore. MCU, not the MCU. In the Marvel Comics anymore, in the 616. Look how old and beat up this bag is. I think it needs a new bag out of respect. Each one needs to be bag and boarded separately, I think, now. Even though they're already beat up, they've been read, they've been enjoyed for the purpose, so I'm not too mad. I've definitely got my money's worth out of them. We've got more finds from Comic Cons. Green Lantern Special, issue 1. Green Lantern Special, issue 2. Green Lantern Year 1. This is the 1995 annual. I don't know what month it came out, but this was the year I was born. It's got Kyle Rayner and Hal Jordan on the cover. I wasn't leaving that behind. Justice League versus Wonder Woman. She's taking on by herself all the Justice League. I'll have that. Thank you. Oh, cracking issues here. Wonder Woman by George Perez. Issue 1. This is from 87. Stunning. Great condition as well, considering the age of it. And issue 6. I got these just before the Wonder Woman movie came out as well. Sheesh. Got in there quick. This is Wonder Woman by Perez again. Issue 41. Wonder Woman Annual by George Perez, issue 1 from 1988. When did I say these came out? 87. So this was the first annual that they did. Time later, we've got also issue 8 of that same run. Like I said, love the Flash and love Nightwing. How about Flash plus Nightwing? Neil Gaiman's one of my favourite writers. How about Neil Gaiman writing one of my favourite characters in Swamp Thing? Hell yeah! Saga of Swamp Thing, issue 28 by Alan Moore. Really cool cover. Don't know why I bought it other than that. Spectacular Spider-Man. This is one of the original black suit covers. It's not obviously the original, but it's one of the earliest ones. We've got Action Comics issue 1000. We've got 2 different versions of it here. I believe this is the Jock cover. There's a signed copy there with all the things on, and then you've got the nice plain copy there. Detective Comics issue 1000. I already bought an issue before. I got one in a lucky bag. X-Men issue number 1 from the relaunch. When did this come out? 2019, something like that. I then tried to get out issue 1 of all the other books that followed. So I believe this one might be X-Force, maybe? Most of them don't have names on, but the issues are really cool and loads of different variant art. And if you collected all of them, all the letters spell out X-Men from the different series, which I thought was pretty cool. X-Force issue 1, New Mutants issue 1. Finally got some comic books back from somebody, so this is why they're separated out. They also got beat up by that person, so thank you very much for that. This is DC Rebirth Wonder Woman issue 1 by Greg Rucka. Got these in trade paperbacks as well. That is Princess Leia issue 1 variant edition. I believe I got this one from Star Wars Celebration. Are there any other issues in here? There are other issues. You got the Greg Rucka issue 1 there. Then you got the Rebirth issue 1 here as well. Like that, bang. And that is everything that was in there. Batman issue 24. This is the issue where he proposes to Selena Kyle, Catwoman. Issue 25. This is the beginning of a war of jokes and riddles. This was all about the Bat and the Cat wedding sort of era. Beautiful cover. We've got Wonder Woman issue 41 from DC Universe. This was after the Rebirth rebranding. This was the one after that when they rebranded again. Hal Jordan and Green Lantern Corps with Kyle Rayner on the cover. Like I said, one of my favourite characters, so he's got to be there. Again, with Wally West doing the same thing. Stunning cover art. Cool cover art. Mirror. I didn't end up picking up the rest of the series. Oh, here we go. Here's some fill in the blanks. We've got Raven, Daughter of Darkness issue 2. Just that in there. Raven the Bold issue 1. DC Rebirth Flash issue 29 and 28. This stuff might finally be in order. 27 and 26 from the Running Scared storyline. 25 and 26, The Color of Time, Green Lantern crossover. Dark Days, The Forge, issue 1. Wonder Woman Annual number 1. Steve Trevor Special, issue 1. That was another miniseries, I believe. Okay, more stuff coming out around the same time. Somehow we're going in the opposite order now. We're going back up. So we've got 18, we've got 19, we've got 20, we've got 21. We're hitting everything. Oh, this was part of the Button storyline. This was a cool storyline where they started to merge and lead up to Doomsday Clock. Button issue 22. They did a throwback one for the return of Jake Garrick into mainstream comic books. 3 there. There you have Batman issue 21. So this is the Button part 1. And the Button part 3, obviously crossing over with the Flash books that we got. Thomas Wayne coming back. We got another version of Free Comic Book Day, Wonder Woman issue 1. DC Rebirth issue number 1. I was really excited for Rebirth to come out and them to actually try and fix some stuff, and then things just ended up getting worse in the end. Heroes in Crisis, Tom King, amazing author. Grant Morrison finally taking on Green Lantern. Give me some of that. Give me some of that. Great series, great run. Okay, we might need to clear some room. I knew I had this book somewhere. I couldn't find it the other day when I was looking for it for a TikTok. Justice League crossing over with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. This is DC Boom Studios, part 1 of 6. I got a bundle where it came with 2 copies, one like slightly grayscale version, and then one with a full treatment. This is an alternate art. Speaking of DC crossovers, we've got Justice League Suicide Squad issue 1 of 6. This has got multiple different copies of, I think, the same art treatment in. They call that the Virgin Edition, where it's all clear and clean. This is the branded one. I think the other one is black and white in there. Oh, super cool issue. Another birthday present from a Comic-Con. New Mutants, issue 19. This is the Demon Bear. Shame about the movie. I love Jim Henson. So Dark Crystal, signed copy of Dark Crystal, issue 1. Also, we got another Archie comic book in there. Don't know why I have so many Archie books. I don't. I did read the Mark Waid run a bit, actually, so that's why. Ooh, we got Star Wars, issue 1. This is, I believe, the Jason Aaron run from when Marvel took over Boba Fett version, variant edition, because obviously you need more Boba Fett. We all need more Boba Fett. Signed copy of The Wicked and the Divine, issue 1. I believe it's issue 1. Yes, issue 1. Signed copy. Riverdale, issue 1 and 2, because I was into it at the moment. It's trash TV, but I kind of love it. This was something that I picked up years ago, and then kind of came into play a little bit. The new Spider-Man movie, obviously, when you'll see it. This Spider-Man and Doctor Strange Fever, issues 1, 2, and 3, which they have to travel the multiverse, because the spell's gone wrong where they tried to make everyone forget who Spider-Man is. Ringing any bells? This is also where they talk about the fact that Steve Ditko drew them both doing the same weird hands for the first time. Okay, still going through with box number 2. We've got Adventures of Sly Cooper issue 2. Don't know why I own this. I liked it when I was a kid, the game. I think I actually got this Loot Crate, maybe. That's where I definitely got this one. Big Trouble in Little China, issue 1 of 6. Crossing over with Escape from New York, so you got Kurt Russell squared. Justice League, No Justice, issue 4. Oh, there we go. We finally got Raven the Bald, issue 3. Like I said, absolutely no order to these anymore, apparently. 1, 2, and 3, I'm guessing, in there, of No Justice. This was where they were splitting the Justice League up into like multiple different teams to take on a galactic threat. Starro was on the team and some villains and stuff like that, and Wonder Woman was with the Justice League Dark and stuff for a little bit. It was very confusing. Aha, here we go. Here is the rest of Emerald Dawn Part 2. Or maybe... Oh no, these are the same issues again. Okay, I've got 2 copies, and these ones are in much better condition. These are the ones that I got from Comic-Con. Much better condition. Look at all these. There you go, much better condition. Much better. Okay, we've got Fantastic Four issue 1. This is when they finally came back after all those years. This is the Jen Bartel cover variant again. This was, I believe, the first one where they made him look a bit like John Krasinski. I believe that's what this issue was. And there is another version of the same book. 2 different covers. This is my favourite one because, like I said earlier, one of my favourite artists at the moment. Titans issue 12. Not sure what's important about that issue, but I got that one. Really cool Wonder Woman cover from Rebirth, and Harley Quinn issue number 1. It was free, so that's why I've got that. Okay, we've got Batman issue 49 and 50. This is the wedding of Batman and Catwoman in issue 50, and the volume before. These had such cool variant arts because obviously it was a big landmark event, landmark issue. This desk is way too full. I should have started putting them back in the box a while ago. This video is definitely going to have to get split up into a couple chunk of books in here. So this is all the Rebirth issue 1s when they were starting all the new titles. So you got Trinity issue 1, Birds of Prey issue 1, Suicide Squad issue 1, and Supergirl Rebirth. I believe I have all of the Rebirth issue 1s, and from the first wave anyway. They started doing more later, obviously, when they started coming out with more titles. I believe I got all of the first wave. So I got all the issue 1s and all the Rebirth issues as well. Justice League Rebirth and Justice League issue 1. Another version of Princess Leia issue 1 variant art. So we got New Superman issue 1. When we had 2 different versions of Superman flying around at the time. Flash issue 1, Aquaman issue 1. Whew! There's going to be a lot of issue 1s here. Batgirl and the Birds of Prey Rebirth. We've got Hellblazer Rebirth. We've got Nightwing Rebirth. We've got Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps Rebirth. Batgirl issue 1. Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps issue 1. Nightwing issue 1. We've got Red Hood and the Outlaws issue 1. We've got Titans issue 1. Can you sense the trend? We've got Harley Quinn, issue 1. We got Suicide Squad Rebirth. Woo! Like I said, I was really excited for Rebirth. Middled out very quickly. These all came out within like the same month as well. They tried staggering them, but it was only like, it was like, okay, we're dropping like 10 books on the first week, 10 books on the second week, 10 books on the third week. Okay, I've got a load here that I got from Star Wars Celebration. I believe there was Star Wars Celebration. Vader Down, issue 1. Vader Down, issue 1. Different art treatment. O'Dameron, issue 1. Han Solo, issue 1. So this was when Marvel took over. Yeah, there's the Star Wars Celebration 2016 logo. That was when I went down in London. This is the Star Wars Day Darth Vader. This is the True Believer, so I believe this is a reprint. I got this. I tried to get it signed by Kieran Gillen, but unfortunately, after the panel that he was on, he had to run off. He said he was going to be signing, but something came up, so he had to run off. One day, I'll try and get this signed. I also got the trade paperbacks for him to sign them as well. This is a Loot Crate exclusive Star Wars issue 1. Batman Endgame from Loot Crate. This is New 52. Orphan Black issue 1. Okay, into some more cool stuff. So this was the all-new Marvel Now stuff that they tried rebranding. Magneto issue 1 when he had his first, maybe his first solo title. This is second printing. Inhumans issue 1. That series went down like a lead balloon, I believe. We got Ghost Rider issue 1 and something else hidden behind it. Ghost Rider issue 2 by the looks of it, yeah. Well, they were advertising Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because this was when Robbie Reyes was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. at the time. Issue 3, Legendary Star-Lord, issue 1. This is a variant art. Rocket Raccoon, issue 1, because Star-Lord and Rocket needed their own solo titles, apparently. Spider-Verse Team Up, issue 1. I believe there's 3 issues of Marvel Spider-Verse Team Up books in there with different versions of the team. Wiki Barnes, Winter Soldier, issue 1. Here's the start of the Spider-Man run. Okay, so I've got issue 1, which came ripped. Yippee, thanks. That's great. Oh, there's only 2 books in here, and we can see them both. We've got Spider-Man issue 1 from the... This was the same run that introduced Silk and all that sort of stuff. So we got issue 1 and issue 2, which I believe is where she's first teased in this one. And then... Oh no, it's issue 4 that she's introduced. So I think it was issue 3 and 4. We got Guardians of the Galaxy issue 1. We needed 3 Guardians books going at any one time, apparently. Edge of the Spider-Verse issue 5. Finally finding the rest of these. Edge of the Spider-Verse issue 4. Edge of the Spider-Verse issue 3. 17.1 with Spiral Part 2. 17. This is a really... I don't know if you can hear the difference in that. Like, really textured paper. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Don't know why I picked it up. Oh no, this is the one between Wally West and... I don't know why the other one was in there. Don't know why I got the other one. Aquaman, just thought it was a cool cover, introducing a new character. What was her name? Dolphin or something? This was part of the Oz Effect story. I think I actually managed to get a couple more issues of this. I thought it was a pretty cool storyline where they bring back Superman's parents, but from a alternate dimension or something like that. Generations comic book. This was part of the Legacies rebranding with Jean Grey, Phoenix, when they had the X-Men from 2 different time zones. Raven the Bold issue 6 and issue 5. So we've finally seen all of these. I knew I had all of them somewhere. So now you guys too have seen them. Sandman Universe issue 1. Yeah, so from leading on from that No Justice, we then had the DC Universe rebranding. So there's Justice League Dark issue 1 with Wonder Woman. Oh, it wasn't even a comic book. It was just an advertisement from Forbidden Planet, advertising their 40th anniversary. There you go. Sandman Universe issue 1. I've not actually read anything from Sandman Universe. I love Sandman. The other books, they sounded interesting, but not enough for me to really grab them. Might see if I can read some online and then grab the trade paperbacks maybe. Okay, Oz Effect Part 2 with the lithographic cover. So you have Superman's family, all nice and happy, sending off Superman while they just get blown to oblivion. This is such a cool find that I got in a charity shop for an absolute steal. I got all 6 issues of Green Lantern Rebirth. I think I got them for like £8 for all 6 issues. When we just went for a day trip and I went in a charity shop and found them. Like I said, this was one of the first comic book storylines I ever read. This is what got me into Green Lantern. This is what got me into comic books. So now I finally own my own copy. Like I said, Secret Invasion was the first one that I bought for myself. My friend lent me the trade paperback of this, and that's where I got into Green Lantern from. This is Wonder Woman God War. It's Wonder Woman issue 147, but I was at a Comic Con where Paquette was there, and I was obviously buying a lot of Wonder Woman books, so I knew he was there, so I grabbed this one as well so I could get a signed copy. First time I've ever had a comic book signed in front of me by an artist, so that was really cool. These I actually got for Christmas a couple of years ago. Just super cool ones that family found online, so I got Guardians of the Galaxy, who were getting the ass handed to him by Ghost Rider. Thought that was cool. We've got Captain America's shield here as well. Captain America was with the Guardians in this issue. But we've got also Guardians of the Galaxy there as well with Silver Surfer. Hell yeah. And that is actually everything for that box. Sheesh. That box took about 40 minutes. There's that many books. Okay guys, so that was part 2 of 3, like I said, of my entire comic book collection video. Sorry for if you can notice the energy levels kind of dropping a little bit throughout the video. At this point, I had already been recording way over an hour, and in part 3, it was getting up to like the hour and 40-minute mark, maybe 2-hour mark, and that was a lot of books to go through and a lot of things to process, a lot of words to say. It was just, whew! But thank you so much for watching. Like I said, check out part 3 coming out within the next week, and then probably the week after that will be a recap of my entire manga collection. 1 year on from the last time I made that video, which was like kind of a crazy video to make. It was my first video of that kind, and now it's only like, it's probably like 6 times bigger. It's insane now, so get ready to check out that video. That's going to be super exciting. It's also kind of like an anniversary of sort of like the relaunch of my channel type thing, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow my socials, which will be in the bio below, and I'll see you guys next week.